This is a clip from the Celebration Express, the show where we traveled around America looking for remarkable people doing interesting things. We went to see Jimmy Driftwood in the Ozarks of Arkansas, and he lived in a little town called Timbo, Arkansas. Now, Jimmy was the man that wrote the song The Tennessee Stud and the great song The Battle of New Orleans. It became huge hits, and he had written them as a school teacher just to get the kids interested. And 20 years later, he finally had a hit with them. He also played unusual instruments, and he loved this mouth bow, which he taught me how to play. I mean, not much to teach you. You just put it up to your mouth and pick it. Another interesting thing about Jimmy, while I'm thinking about it, he always wore a red shirt, usually a blue suit jacket, and a black hat. And he took me in one of his closets, and all that was in there were red shirts, blue jackets, and black hats. That's the only clothing he had. That was pretty amazing. And there were about 50 of them.
Jimmy Driftwood, you've collected a lot of folk songs in the Ozarks, but I guess the one you're the most known for is the one you wrote about the Battle of New Orleans. How did that come about?
Well, I had a class in high school. It was all mixed up about the American Revolution and the War of 1812, and I came in complaining to my wife, and she said, "Why don't you write a song about it?" Well, it didn't take long to do it. I sat down and wrote the song that night, and the next day I sang it to the kids, and they just loved the song. And that's the beginning of it.
How long was it before it became a hit?
Now that's a good question, because we use it in our schools 21 years before they ever heard it in Nashville.
Let's play that song.
Well, in 1814 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we met the bloody British near the town of New Orleans.
The song became a #1 hit when Jimmy was 50 and had been teaching school for 34 years. He put the money he made back into the people and music of his Stone County home. He and his wife raise cattle here in Timbo and have a room full of musical instruments waiting for guests who might stop by to play a little music. They've had visitors from all over the world, including one from the White House.
Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
What a great song. You know, anybody who's ever seen you, Jimmy, has seen that guitar. How old is that thing?
Well, about 130 years old. My grandfather made the guitar from a fence rail, an ox yoke, and the headboard of a bed. And, you know, they say grandmother left him on that account.
Because he made it out of the headboard?
Of a bed, ruined her bed. He has no care, he has no sorrow, he don't have a thing that a friend can't borrow. Here today and gone tomorrow, that's the life of the alligator man.
Jimmy estimates he's written 5,000 songs, complete his catalog 3,000. Today, Jimmy can turn the pages of his many songbooks and sing any song he sees, although only the words have been written down. He remembers the music by heart.
Jimmy, there's a story that really happened around here that you made into a wonderful song, The Tennessee Stud.
Well, let's play a little of it.
Let's do.
Along about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have got through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee Stud. Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were blue. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud.
This is David Holt with Jimmy Driftwood out on the road with the Celebration Express.
Jimmy passed away in 1998, but he was a real jewel.